Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Omer, and I'm a doctor. My passion is to share valuable knowledge that can enhance and potentially save lives. My mission is to empower you with information that can make a real difference in the world. In this video, we'll uncover the science behind hiccups, explore some unusual hiccup cures, and shed light on the rare but real complications they can bring. So, if you've ever wondered why hiccups happen and how to deal with them, stick around because we've got you covered. A hiccup is an involuntary reflex action that the body cannot consciously control. During a hiccup, the diaphragm, which is the muscle located beneath the lungs responsible for aiding in breathing, contracts. Simultaneously, the upper part of the windpipe, known as the glottis, closes, resulting in the distinctive hic sound. What are hiccups? Most people have experienced hiccups at some point and are familiar with their sensations. Hiccups can be categorized into three main groups. Acute hiccups. These hiccups typically last for a few minutes to a few hours and are generally harmless. They rarely persist for more than 48 hours. Persistent, chronic hiccups. These hiccups endure for an extended period, lasting for more than 48 hours or occurring recurrently. They are more commonly observed in men and tend to occur primarily in the evening. Intractable hiccups. Intractable hiccups are the most severe form, persisting for more than 1 month. They are often associated with underlying medical conditions, and individuals experiencing them may require medical examinations to determine the cause. Hiccups affect both women and men, but persistent hiccups are more prevalent in the male population. When hiccups persist or become intractable, it is advisable to seek medical evaluation as they may be indicative of an underlying health issue. What causes hiccups? Hiccups are a common occurrence for most people and often start without a clear trigger, lasting for a brief period before spontaneously ceasing. However, there are several factors that can lead to hiccups, including sudden excitement or emotional stress, temporary stomach distension caused by overeating, eating too quickly, consuming fizzy drinks, or swallowing excess air. Rapid changes in temperature, such as consuming very hot or cold foods or beverages or taking a cold shower. Alcohol consumption. Excessive smoking. What causes persistent hiccups? Persistent hiccups are relatively uncommon and may be associated with underlying medical conditions. Over 100 different diseases have been reported as potential causes of persistent hiccups. In many cases, individuals with persistent hiccups experience additional symptoms beyond the hiccups themselves. In instances of persistent hiccups where no apparent cause is evident, the relentless nature of the condition can be physically and emotionally taxing. Examples of conditions and factors that can lead to persistent hiccups include certain medications such as steroids, tranquilizers, painkillers containing opiates, e.g., morphine, and methyl-dopa, used for blood pressure control. Changes in blood chemistry, often triggered by alcohol consumption, high blood sugar levels, or imbalances in calcium or potassium levels. Gastrointestinal issues, including acid reflux, stomach distension, gallbladder infections, or infections beneath the diaphragm. Other gastrointestinal conditions like hiatus hernia and esophageal cancer. Abdominal masses, such as an enlarged liver, hepatomegaly, or an enlarged spleen, splenomegaly. Administration of general anesthesia. Conditions affecting the neck, chest, or abdomen, such as surgery, infections, e.g., sore throat or pneumonia, or the presence of swellings or tumors in these areas. Certain heart conditions, such as a heart attack or inflammation around the heart. Brain-related issues, including stroke, head injury, or brain infections. Hiccups may sometimes occur in the late stages of a terminal illness, such as advanced cancer, when a person is seriously debilitated. Do I need tests? You typically won't require any tests unless you experience persistent hiccups lasting for more than 48 hours or recurrent short bouts of hiccups. If your doctor cannot identify an obvious cause, they may recommend certain tests to investigate further. Initial tests commonly include blood tests, an electrocardiogram (ECG) to assess heart activity, and a chest X-ray to examine chest and lung conditions. These tests aim to detect any abnormalities in blood chemistry or signs of heart disease or chest issues. Additional tests may be suggested based on your specific circumstances and if there are suspicions of an underlying medical condition. How to get rid of hiccups. For brief episodes of hiccups, treatment is often unnecessary, as hiccups typically resolve on their own. There are various popular remedies that people claim can help stop short bouts of hiccups, although their effectiveness has not been scientifically proven. These remedies include airway blockage. First, block all airways by placing your fingers in your ears and closing your nostrils. Then, take a sip or two of water from a glass. You can attempt this alone, although it may be easier with assistance. Drinking water, sipping water, especially cold water. Sugar ingestion, swallowing granulated sugar. Sour taste, biting on a lemon or tasting vinegar. Breathing techniques, holding your breath, breathing rapidly, or using a paper bag to regulate your breathing. Startling, gasping after a sudden fright or inducing a sneeze. Body positioning, pulling your knees up to your chest and leaning forward to compress the chest. Valsalva maneuver, using the Valsalva maneuver, which involves taking a deep breath, holding it, and then attempting to push the air out while keeping your throat and voice box closed. This technique resembles the effort made during childbirth or straining on the toilet. Please note that while these remedies are commonly suggested, their effectiveness varies among individuals and may not work for everyone. Persistent hiccups. When dealing with persistent hiccups, the approach typically involves addressing any underlying causes if they are identified, as this may lead to the resolution of the hiccups. For instance, research has shown that many individuals with persistent hiccups have an underlying gastrointestinal condition known as acid reflux. Treating the acid reflux has been shown to alleviate hiccups in many cases. Here are the recommended steps for managing persistent hiccups. Address underlying causes. If an underlying cause is determined, seek treatment for that condition if possible. For example, if acid reflux is identified as the cause, focus on managing the reflux to help alleviate hiccups. Popular remedies. Initially, consider trying popular remedies commonly used to treat short bouts of hiccups, as previously explained. Medication. In some cases, medication may be necessary to stop persistent hiccups. Various medications have been used for this purpose, and the choice of medication should be made in consultation with a healthcare professional. The following medications may be considered for treating persistent hiccups in adults. For children, it's advisable to seek specialist guidance. Chlorpromazine and haloperidol. These medications can relax the diaphragm muscle or its nerve supply, potentially stopping persistent hiccups. For stomach-related issues like acid reflux or stomach distension, anti-acid medications, e.g., omeprazole, or medications that promote faster stomach emptying, e.g., metoclopramide. Baclofen, a muscle relaxant that may help alleviate hiccups. Gabapentin can help relax the nerve supply to the diaphragm muscle. Ketamine, an intravenous anesthetic that may be effective when other treatments have failed. Intravenous metoclopramide, administered by injection. This medication has been reported to cure hiccups that occur after anesthesia. For individuals with a terminal illness, sedatives such as midazolam can help control hiccups and relieve associated stress. Specialist referral. Referral to a specialist is often recommended for persistent hiccups, either to investigate potential underlying causes or to explore additional treatment options. Some treatments that have shown success in managing persistent hiccups include acupuncture or hypnotherapy. The use of a device similar to a pacemaker, which can stimulate or pace the diaphragm's phrenic nerve or the vagus nerve in the neck. Phrenic nerve block. In cases where hiccups persist despite other treatments, a phrenic nerve block may be considered. This involves interrupting the phrenic nerve, typically through the injection of a local anesthetic near the nerve. However, this treatment option should be approached with caution, as it carries risks due to the phrenic nerve's role in breathing. Are there any complications of hiccups? Short episodes of hiccups typically do not lead to any issues or complications. However, persistent hiccups can potentially result in complications, including Fatigue and exhaustion. Persistent hiccups can be physically draining, leading to fatigue and exhaustion due to the ongoing diaphragm muscle contractions. Sleep disturbances. Prolonged hiccups may disrupt sleep patterns, causing poor sleep quality or insomnia. Psychological distress. Persistent hiccups can be psychologically distressing and embarrassing for individuals, particularly if they persist in social or professional settings. Delayed healing. For individuals who have recently undergone abdominal surgery, persistent hiccups may interfere with the healing process of the surgical incision or wound. This is because hiccups involve the repetitive movement of abdominal muscles, increasing the risk of complications related to wound healing. It's important to seek medical attention for persistent hiccups to address their underlying causes and prevent potential complications. Conclusion. Remember, while hiccups are usually harmless and short-lived, they can occasionally persist or lead to some unexpected complications. Knowing how to handle them, whether through popular remedies or, when necessary, with medical guidance, can make all the difference. And that's it, guys. We have covered a lot of useful information today. I hope that this information will be a helpful resource for either you or someone you love. As a full-time doctor, my goal with this channel is to share my medical knowledge with all of you to help improve your overall health and well-being. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing for more helpful content just like this. I'll be publishing a new video every week, so if you have any suggestions for future topics, please leave a comment below. Until then, take care of yourselves and stay healthy.